Well, we have another ram. Just gonna do the rockers, clean them up. We're gonna try a rock guard bed liner, rhino liner kit that we got to do the bottom there. Tailgate needs a couple of spots fixed up. Ooh, we should be able to get her looking shiny and new. We'll take these mud flaps and everything off too. They're heavy duty, that's for sure. They look like they're chopped up off an old dump truck or something maybe. Oh, broken visor. But this one is one. Well, she needs to be cleaned out. Yeah. She's ripe. But this is the next one. It will clean up. Well, here we have it here. Here's a very good example why mud flaps are not great. All this just came out from there, right? Look, there's still even more dirt in there. That side. And this side is the same. The mud flaps don't really save anything as far as I can see. They, if anything, they destroy the panel. There we are there. There's our mud flap. There's our truck. The worst parts on it are where the mud flaps are. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. That equals 5 for sure. Well, we took the little introduction to the truck last night, but taking the mud flaps off on the fenders now. Yeah, a lot of dirt behind the mud flaps, unbelievable. The bottom of it doesn't look too god awful bad. So we'll clean all that up. But what a fellow wants to do right away is take this stuck hitch off. So there's going to be a lot of pounding and some heat to get that off. Because guess who whacked it 3 or 4 times already in the last couple hours. So I'll be taking that off. Yeah, just a lot of the same over here to get these cleaned up. Look at all that dirt coming in there. Unbelievable. Well, probably gonna take this guy off too. So a lot of the times, none on there will look better than one broken one on there. So let's take that off too. But yeah, this is the truck so far. We're gonna hit her with the sander. What I like to do is, well, I like to test the waters, so to say. I like to test the waters. 60 grit, so I'll use some 60 grit, 80 grit, go over, just knock it off. Then I like to, use a 60, 80, 120 grit like that. Then I'll go ahead and I'll use a 180 grit. I'll bump up to 220 and I'll finish it with the 320. For work like this, a lot of the times I don't get past the 220 when we're doing trucks and fixing up the bottom, rock guards and stuff. So, but yeah, this one's looking all right. And the holes that we found in the other ram, well, mystery solved. Why I didn't think of it before. It's for the friggin', it's for the step ups. So that's why they're there. But yeah, I think this old silver ram will clean up pretty good. Get her back out the door looking good again, because it looks, I think it's a 7. See if we can get her to 7.8 or something. Would be nice. Wishing all the time, eh? But it'd be nice if these bubbles weren't. Here we are, taking off the bug deflector. Pretty much got trees growing on her there. So get all that cleaned up. Looks like camouflage on the front. Yeah, but this guy's broken off anyway, so it's better to have none on it than have a broken one on it. I think. A little dent there too, that sucks. Not great, but clean it up. It'll look better. Truck's looking better already. So, well, it's a couple of days later actually. But this is the inside of the Ram. It's looking quite a bit better than it was when we got a hold of it. Doesn't stink very bad now. No, we vacuumed and vacuumed and vacuumed and washed and vacuumed. I don't think it's ever been washed. Now it's ready for a clean, pretty much. It's at normal dirtiness almost. But yeah, we're gonna rip at this with the grinder and flat disc. A couple little holes came through. Nothing too serious. The rock is pretty good other than that. Get that fender all ground up, everything. Take the gate off of it. Wow, what an explosion. The plastic. Yeah, the gate has some spots in it, so I think I'll just take it off, put it on like the bench or something in there, put it on something, and we'll paint the whole thing, put it back on. Easy enough to do, I think. I'm putting rock guard on the bottom of it a bit, and then paint. Cleaned up pretty good. I think it'll be a nice old Dodge, good runner again for somebody, respectable. Not like the Dodge. I think we're going to take on an old 5.2 Magnum Ram, full size, single cab, long box. We're going to give them this here Fusion that we picked up for a few days. It's a pretty nice car, but not too much into the plain ones. So yeah, but if we trade, we'll end up with this manifold leaking. Well, anyways, you just gotta kind of see it to take it all in, but we'll try to turn it around some. Looks like it's a good solid truck. No, not really, but I seen foam coming out of the rockers in the pictures. But that's all right. We'll put some weld in it. A lot of them old 318s will run pretty good, I think. If you put enough parts in it, it will. But yeah, this is what we're at. It's all part of this one. Started the other day. The dog hair that was in here was amazing. I almost feel like opening up the shop vac bag. That might be something fun to do, just to see how much is in there. Plus that whole garbage can came out of the inside of the truck, and I think the shop vac's pretty full. It's not a shop vac. It's I don't know what it is. It worked though. Yeah. But we're gonna clean up this truck and move on to the next project. But so far, so good. The bottom part of the tape, that's where we're going to do all of our rock guard along. We're going to patch up here, coming up, with a couple of holes in it. And then, like I said, the bottom tape, that's up to the rock guard, and then we'll peel that off when we're done with that, with the liner. And then we're going to paint our gate here. Was fairly rough. And Bubbly, truck's pretty good. The truck is pretty good all in all. So, you see a little dent there at the top of the box, but I think that's okay. But we're going to fix up this here gate. Get that rust down there with the rock guard. On the bottom we'll do the rock guard. And the inside rockers too, we're going to do them as well. Clean up the inside of the box there. We vacuumed and shoveled it out. But anyways, we got that all cleaned up. You see we have white paint splatter of some sort on it, so we'll probably dress that up too. But over here is our kit that we have. Buckshot. Just whatever. Never used it before. What we got. And what we do is take part A. We take part A of the buckshot. It's not even barely any liquid at all. But it's supposed to be hard, I guess, like rubber. And here is part B. So we put 5 ounces of this to that and give it the shake and fire out with the gun. It also says that you can brush or roll or whatever else with it, right? If you don't have anything to spray with. So that's pretty good. We cleaned up the front of the hood there. We had the bug deflector on her and she was growing trees pretty much out of her. The truck's starting to straighten out some now. That dent in the box there at the top's, it's not bugging a guy that much. I'm going to sleep tonight, but it's one little dent, eh? It's the worst of her. There's a couple of spots on it, but I think there's lots of time out of this truck yet. The seat's kind of messed up, of course, like all work trucks. Maybe we'll put some glue or something on it. It'd be nice to have a different seat, but we don't. But the truck is a little bit cleaner. It's been a work truck, and I think that it was maybe taking the pets around too the last while, but we're cleaned up. It smells a lot better in there. They never smell great when they're got the pets in there, but hey, we all do it. Yeah, but here's where we're at so far. We'll get that silver again. Well, whatever color that fender is there, the Mustang. We're going to use that paint. I think it'll be close enough. All along the bottom and the tailgate. It's a separate paint along the tailgate, so I'm hoping it'll be harder to notice. And then along the bottom, I'm sure it's just going to blend in nice. A nice straight line there. We'll go silver all along after we rock it. So, winner, winner, codfish dinner. Or here's the same kind of dent at the top. I think it was a fishing truck a bit, right? So, yeah, there'd be lots of fishing trucks around. Well, here we go. A lot of prep to do in the bottom of the truck, eh? There we are. Put a couple of spots on it. Taped up. We'll get all this box liner all fixed up. What is the kit called? Buckshot. Trailers, trucks, horse trailers, I guess. ATVs, decks, I guess. What is that? Marine stuff. Yeah. All along the bottom of her, inside and out. And if there's enough, that one kit, I'll touch up inside the box there. Around here and that. Anyways, that's part of the game plan. A lot of taping. And look, you always gotta check and check. There's some missing right there. Oh well, fix that up now. Well, here we are. Poor lighting, I guess, but there's the bottom of her, all rock guarded up. Where did we put our light at? Who's had it? Always looking for a light. There's a light right here. This will work. Yeah, but anyways, nice and tight lines. We'll come back here a little bit. Touch this a little bit just to feel like the gun. I never used them before. Nice straight line, I think, all the way through. We're going to be going, like I said, that color silver there off the fender. up to where the tape line is. But we did. Let's put it under here. No, he's level under vehicles. Let's see, what do you see there? Nice and coated, I think. Maybe you didn't see nothing. I waved you under there. It's kind of wet. Don't want to go under. Stinks pretty good in here too. It's a 2-part material. But yeah, real happy with the way it went on. Went on nice. Love the gun. 60 pounds, I think we set it at. But I might mix up another canister and do the box, inside the box. But right now, this day is over, I think. So maybe tomorrow we'll do the inside of the box and get it all ready for its silver paint. I didn't know how it was going to go, so in fact is I like the material, I like the gun, and was thinking about doing the box, like I say, inside there. Once again, clean her up and do her again, then do our satin silver on the bottom. That's actually what the color's called. I do remember the color name. Do it along the tape line on the bottom of the truck. That should spruce her up pretty darn good. I think we got that interior cleaned up. Where former work trucks going back in to population sometimes need a little work. Anyways, that's what we have so far. Well guys, it's the next day over here. And I'll tell you what, just feeling it. I wish you could feel it. Checking this out though. Pretty sure that there's not a truck in the Maritimes or Atlantic provinces that wouldn't benefit by having this coating put on them. Wow, it's nice. We're gonna paint over it too, right? Now the paint is pretty good, but the only reason why we're going up this high here is because we got a spot, pretty good spot here. The truck has other spots on it too, don't get me wrong. We got a spot here, in here, and quite a bit of little marks on that one. And in here too, had a few spots, right? Yeah. Yeah, this door here too. So with them spots there, we're gonna give her the touch up, and I think I want to peel around this paint here because there's one spot right in there, yeah, that I want to get. It'd be terrible an inch later to have a rust spot after we're touch up on the paint, so I think that we can blend it. Because this is what we're doing, and this guy here is a big decision of why we're going up that high. But now looking at this in here, she looks pretty crusty compared to where we tested the buckshot, I think it's called. Anyways, looking pretty good on there. That was all stained up just like the box, so yeah, I think it's a good one to be doing for sure. Anyways, let's get this paint done, get it out of our way, get it over with in a good way though. So since we're going work truck style here, hunting truck, whatever, we're going to paint our gate right here by our fan at the door and the bottom of the truck. We got her all prepped up. Probably give that a little shot too, right? I was gonna redo the box liner, but I think I'm just going to, the kits are kind of expensive. I think I'll just use a couple of the leftover undercoatings, asphalt, maybe touch up the box inside. But man, this is good stuff here, that's for sure. It's got a smooth texture to it. Strange that sounds, like feels smooth to touch, right? But here's our paint, just getting ready. I like to mix my paint, and then after I mix my paint, I like to leave it sit for a bit, right? And then Like, I use a copper stick all the time, you know. This isn't the gigantic professional. This is budget stuff, right? But I like to use my piece of copper tube all the time because you can always clean them off, right? Anyways, give it a little mix. And then I like to make sure she's pretty runny. So it runs just a second and then it starts dripping. But I like to get lots of hardener and reducer in it. I don't really follow the directions, so I don't give any. You know? So yeah. But that's what I'm using, this here shop line stuff. And the shop line hardener. I don't know what it is. I like to use like the hardeners that go with each other. Like over here we have a reducer, what's that called, Proform, and a hardener. So I like to use them together. I just like to, I don't care about the paint so much, I just like to kind of use the hardener and the reducers that go together. Yeah. Wow. What a mixture and a mess, eh? But it'll work for this here work truck for us today. I just don't want to take it in the boot there. I'm going to have to clean that out because we have a Cadillac we're going to paint, and it's that diamond pearl white paint. I forget the name of it, but it's pretty fancy stuff. So I actually got to clean out the booth really nice and all that there stuff because I'm going to have to take this one serious. It's one of them serious jobs. But this here one, not so serious, and we're going to try to make her look good. We're just about to shoot her with some satin silver, I think. We had it left over from the Mustang. That's what we're putting on it. That's why I keep on pointing to the fender over there. Behind curtain number 1 and curtain number 2, huh? Anyways, leave my rear end stand up alone, I think. But I am happy with that buckshot box liner kit. Works really nice on the bottom of these trucks. Anything here in the Maritimes, Atlantic provinces, living in the ocean, I highly recommend it. I think I'm probably going to do this to my own trucks. I always thought about it before, but never did it. This is going to be the run through, so anyhow, I'll see you on the other side. Well, I guess that we'll call it so far so good. There's our truck, getting a little shined up in her. I might have hit her, well, it's a work truck, but I need to pace myself is what I'm saying. Got a little bit of drop right there on the bugger. See that? Yeah. Anyways. It's an old work truck, but our tailgate's turning out pretty good, except for that spot. I guess I didn't sand enough. But we'll wait a few minutes here. Give her another little coat and she'll be good. We had a little drop here on the fender too. On us, so just waiting until that hardens up some, and then we'll see if we can fix it up just to we're gonna hit her with another coat, so hopefully we'll be able to fix it up using that PPG stuff. I always regret it once I start using it. I don't find I like it as much. A good shine going on there. I don't find I like it as much as Proform stuff I get, or the Everclear stuff. But the bottom of the truck is looking pretty shiny. So far, so good. I just want her to harden up there one more minute, so to say, so I can give her another quick one and pull that tape off of her. And probably going to have a tape line. I was thinking about trying out, since we have a bunch of it. Remember, guys, we're still in our first year of the body shop. But yeah, look, we have all these pinstripes and stuff. I wonder if we could set one off on that line, right? Because there was a spot here that's kind of messed up, and we were just trying to get a little overspray on it to kind of blend it in. This thing ain't going to Pebble Beach. It's probably going to Inverness Beach, but I want her to look half decent, right? And I think it is. Just hopefully she calms down. I got a little overzealous running around her with the full gun, spraying and spraying and spraying away, right? So, but shine's pretty good. Looks pretty good, I think. One more round, and I think that everything's going to look tip top. I hope. I always hope. But yeah, got a Cadillac coming along. We're gonna have to clean this right out, and it's a big unit too, because it's not a car, little car. It's a, what is it, an 05 or something Cadillac Escalade. So she's a pretty big unit. And we're used to painting trucks around here where we can get up on the box and do the roof, right? But we might have to maybe, I don't know, set up a catwalk with the planks along the side, something just to get the roof, right? We'll see what happens. We'll get her done. Yeah, pretty happy with this so far. I wonder where the studs are for the front. Maybe I should throw them on the cardboard. Give them a little color. I think this is them. Right here. Yeah, look at that, 4 of them. At least they're half silver too. So maybe we'll give them a little shot of something before we put them back in. A little bit of work that we're doing, it would be terrible to put rusted ones back in. Anyways, the body isn't perfect, as we all know, but I'm trying to make the bottom look a little bit better. Better than it rusting through. See us on the other side.
Hi. Where is it at? Here we are.
There we are. Now I can smell it. But anyways, we got a nice shine going on, I think. There we are. There's the truck. Looking pretty good from here. You know what? I found it shinier on the second coat than the third. But I pounded it on, but it's probably going to gas off a bit. You know, let the vapor out of it from the reducers. But I think it looks much better than all rust holes and spots in our rockers. The little dirt on her should look brand new, as they say. We got around here too a little bit, but I still kind of want to go in there with I might use that. We got some leftover rock guards. I might use them up. Yeah, we're looking pretty nice. I just don't want it to sag or anything too much, any of that. I feel like pulling the tape off right now, but I just feel like since today's Friday the 13th, so I don't know how great everything's going to turn out. So let's just not push it too much. I like to leave it just like this for now. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's a pretty good looking Ram now, I think. You know, I mean, we didn't paint the whole truck or anything, but looking pretty good now. Starting dents in those few marks now. Really bug a guy. But here's what it is. Here's our tailgate. She had the big rust spots in her and stuff. We got them out. You know, it looks better than it did, right? And that was the goal with this one here. Get her looking decent again. And I'm thinking that she's going to look decent. So I'm going to keep on pulling the tape off. And Ram again. We put our buckshot liner on the bottom of the truck. Cleaned up all the rockers. And we kind of color matched it a little bit. We put some silver on it anyways. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good. Here's our tailgate, all shined up and painted up. The whole panel, you can tell it's you have to look at it to notice if it's different color, you know? But yeah, this Ram turned out pretty good, I think. Looking fairly decent. There we are there. Just a little closer. Rocker's all cleaned up. Inside of the box there where she was pretty rough, we fixed all that up. Horrible camera skills. But yeah. Looks like a respectable Ram again, so to say. Yeah, I think it was respectable before too, but looking pretty shiny. Now the other stuff is standing out some, but the hood's looking great. Looks like a different truck than we took in though, it really does. So, got the interior cleaned up, but the seat's got a, you know, the old work truck seat. Maybe get a couple of covers for it or something, I think. But I'll be down the road. Door sounds good. We had a big old crank in it when we started out. Working good. Still have to tighten down them bolts. Smells good. Lots of free breeze in her. This is the truck though. Alright, pretty happy with it. I can see reflection. Hey there. Fresh paint. Won't look like that after it's out in the dirt. For a couple of days. There you have it. Let's stand out a little further, but it's raining and I don't want to. So, there's the truck. All cleaned up. Looking pretty. Fairly fancy. Good nice though. I'm happy with it. Hopefully we're gonna get our own Ram to work on. Well, it's, like I said, it's not a Ram, I don't think. I think it's a Dodge. It's that old. 96? Is it non-D6? You can just imagine what this is like though, when I tell you about the rust around here and we're looking at a 96 truck. See if we can practice our skills on that. But I think the Ram we have in front of us is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Jumpies around. Looking pretty good though. Well, wonderful news. Decided I was gonna take it out this morning. It's raining. We're almost at 24 hours. But yeah. And then we noticed the gate is down. This is gonna be fun, I imagine. Probably a big strip across it. No, but there is a spot there. Son of a gun. Well, I know what we're gonna do there. There was a spot on the hood here I want to kind of touch. And I noticed another spot, I think, over on the cab there I wanted to touch. Excuse me. I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these little dabbers for it. There we go. Yeah, we'll mix up some paint with some hardener, give her a couple of seconds, and we'll just touch her up with one. There, and on the hood. Mark right there we could touch. And mark right here we could touch. The rest of the truck looks pretty nice, so. For a work truck. So anyways, yeah. If we touch those few spots, we'll get that tailgate that fell down. Yesterday was Friday the 13th. Yes, that's how we got out. Things probably could have been worse, right? Friday the 13th, you know? I think there was movies about that too. Well, there you go. Give it a couple little dabs with our dabber there. Kind of blends in some. I mean, we still have marks and stuff on it. It is a work truck. We done the bottom. That was real. Well, it doesn't make you happy when the tailgate falls. Retrospect, I shouldn't have put it on. There, you can see it there, but it is what it is. We got a couple of dents up here too, you know. But I mean, we knew that was in there. But I think the truck is looking pretty good. And pretty sharp. I almost feel like putting a pinstripe on it, but I doubt it. You have to ask the owner first. Run it right along there. I don't know. Nah, forget it. Or the box still got scratchies in it and stuff, so pretty much color done. The old 5.7 Hemi. Truck doesn't look too bad though for where we live at. 8 or 9 years old and not that much rust on it, so some places 8 or 9 years old they look like new. Some places 8 or 9 years old they're in the scrapyard. Not real fair, I don't think. But here's the side view. I think that thing will look just fine going by at 45 or 50 miles an hour. 80 kilometers. 90. I think it'll look alright. I'd like to have some. Well, I don't need them, but somebody should get some seat covers.